We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. The Philippine Coast Guard has bolstered its presence in the West Philippine Sea as more Filipino vessels are expected to sail and fish in the area in the coming weeks. PCG Commandant Admiral Artemio Abu noted that they deployed BRP Teresa Magbanwa to the Kalayaan group of islands last February 2. This is considered one of the PCG's largest maritime assets. Abu said the PCG is prepared to fulfill its mandate in the West Philippine Sea despite the threats in patrolling the waters. Earlier, a Chinese Coast Guard vessel pointed a military-grade laser at a PCG ship in Ayungin Shoal. China, however, insisted it did not attack the Filipino ship, saying it intruded on Ayungin Shoal, which they asserted to be under their control. The Department of Agriculture has filed agricultural smuggling cases against the captain and crew of a ship allegedly involved in the 400 million peso worth of sugar smuggling. The vessel MV Sunward carried around 4,000 metric tons of smuggled white refined sugar from Thailand, which were consigned to Stone International Company Limited. It was intercepted in a joint operation led by the DA in the vicinity of Bawan and Mabini Bay, Batangas last January 13. The contraband was found to be en route to Batangas and their automatic identification system transponder had been turned off within the Spratly Islands. The DA also noted that the shipment lacked the import permit issued by the Sugar Regulatory Administration and the notice of arrival from the Bureau of Customs. DA Assistant Secretary James Layog meanwhile said the case is now pending with the prosecutor's office for preliminary investigation. The Armed Forces of the Philippines justified their branding of the New People's Army as a terrorist organization. This following reports of its continued use of anti-personnel mines, which recently killed a young soldier and wounded 3 others in Albay. AFP spokesperson Colonel Medel Aguilar said the communist terrorist group's continued use of APM is prohibited by international humanitarian law. It also solidifies their reputation as a terrorist organization. Last February 15, 2nd Lieutenant Nico Malcampo of the 9th Infantry Division died in an APM attack by the NPA in OAS, Albay. Aguilar said Malcampo's sacrifice will not be in vain as he extends condolences to the bereaved family. The AFP Center for Law of Armed Conflict earlier presented to the Commission on Human Rights a list of recorded human rights abuses committed by the CPP, NPA, NDF. The Commission on Elections said that the ballots printed for the December 5, 2022 Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections would be used for the polls pushed up to October 30 this year. COMELEC spokesperson John Rex Laudianco said the COMELEC Unbank had been permitted to use these ballots for 6 regions and 1 province. The COMELEC noted that these include more than 16,000 ballots for barangay elections and almost 6 million ballots for Sangguniang Kabataan polls with the old pattern. These shall be distributed throughout Muslim Mindanao, Caraga, Socsargen, Davao Region, Northern Mindanao, Zamboanga Peninsula, and the province of Batanes. And that is the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Presidential Communications Office and on Radio Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I am William Theo. We tell stories that inspire change. Good afternoon, everyone.